Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are doing well. My name is Mimi and I am a psychic medium. Thank you guys for joining me today on this reading. As you guys can tell by the title, I am going to be channeling the late Heath Ledger, the actor. So thank you guys for watching. I'm just going to go ahead and quickly connect with his energy, as well as with the energy of his angels, and then we'll see what basically comes up. Okay, so I'm just going to real quick. Okay, I'm sorry. He's a really friendly soul. But sorry, he's sort of laughing at the way I closed my eyes and started connecting. Okay, I'm gonna get serious. He's got to stop making me laugh. Okay, all right. So the first thing he's telling me, you guys, which I found not odd but different, is that he's telling me that when he was a little kid, he really wanted to be a time traveler. That he was fascinated with that, with the basically obsessed with the idea of time traveling, the fact that you know, that human beings could possibly, time travel or travel to different dimensions. I'm being told that as he grew up, or as he grew older, like that never really went away with him. That he looked at videos about it. Also, I'm being told that he did research on this. As basically research as far as seeing if this was actually something the human brain could handle or even do. And he's randomly bringing up Denise Richards, the actress Denise Richards, but okay. He's not really telling me why, so that was random. Okay, but yeah, he's showing me that okay, he's leading me to the point of this all. Okay, so what he's saying is his fascination that began at a very young and early age about exploring different parts of the brain, as far as time travel, um, traveling to different dimensions, seeing if it was even possible. He's leading me to believe that this path, this spiritual path, and he's the one that put quotes on it, is what eventually led to his death. Okay, now I am being made to feel that he did not pass away the way they said he passed away. Um, but okay, okay, because he's saying I was tricked. I was tricked. I was bamboozled. So I'm asking him telepathically, um, how was he tricked? Like what? How was he tricked or bamboozled? Um, okay, so he's showing me one of the twins, which is really odd. And when I say one of the twins, I mean like the Olsen twins. I can't tell them apart, but he's specifically showing me one of them. Okay, so he's hopping all over the place. A few seconds ago, when he was talking about, when he was referring to spirituality, he wants to make it clear that he was not trying to be disrespectful, but like everything in this world is what he's telling me. There is a good and there is a bad, is what he's saying. There's a good side and there's a bad side. He's saying there's light and then there's darkness. And he's basically saying that this is how, the world, life, the universe works. He's saying that as a person, you basically decide which side of the scale you want to be on. He's saying you as a person get to decide which end of the balance, or which part of the spectrum you basically want to be a part of. Do you want to be on the good side? Do you want to be on the bad side? Which is really interesting of him saying that. He's saying basically we all have free will, but he's saying that you have to open your eyes, ask questions, discern for yourself what is actually good and what is actually bad, and which side again of the spectrum that you want to fall under. Um, and he's saying that's with no matter what happens in life, you should at least know everything before you get to choose, you know, which way you want to go. And he's saying he's okay. He's going really quickly. Slow down. Okay. Um. Okay. Okay. What he's telling me is that based on some of the choices he made that led to his death, um, he was somewhere in the gray area because again, he's saying that he was misinformed. He keeps saying I was tricked. Um, so I'm asking again, how were you tricked? I'm asking him to clarify this because I don't quite understand where he's going with this. Okay. He's taking me back to his last day on Earth, his last day alive on Earth specifically. Okay, he's showing me, okay, let me pause for a second. I'm pretty sure they said he died of an accidental overdose, right? Okay, he's telling me that's what was put out there for the media, but he's saying that's not what happened. That's not what happened, okay? Okay, he's showing me, I'm being shown Heath Ledger. He's showing me himself on what looks like a cross between a hospital bed. It looks like a makeshift hospital bed or you know, one of those fancy like massage tables, like you can fold up and lift up kind of like a hospital bed. And he's showing me that. And I see someone standing, he's showing me somebody standing over him. I see a syringe. I see this person, whoever, and it's a woman. I see her explaining what the process is, and Heath Ledger is making me feel like this is not the first time he's been through this, this specific process. He's just showing me as it was explained to him the first time he did it. He wants me to give you guys an example. He's saying, imagine someone saying to you guys, I have this amazing lotion that'll rejuvenate your skin, make it, you know, look and feel like $1,000,000. But they don't tell you that after the 15th time you use it, it could possibly kill you. And not basically telling you that, you know, the product is not good for you. It's not good for you. It's not good for me. It's not good for anybody. And he's saying, and if you had the full truth of this product, you wouldn't use it. He's saying you wouldn't use it, right? So this is how he's explaining this process that he's telling me was explained to him through what happened to him at the time of his death. Okay. Okay, so I'm now being shown that he is being, because I see the lady with the, I see somebody with a syringe. I see the lady with the syringe. And it looks like they're taking him under, like medically. This feels like shutting down the body medically, is what he's showing me. Yeah, because he's showing me this woman standing over him, administering whatever is in this syringe. And he's telling me that this was being done, and he's showing me that this was all about reading, or reaching, excuse me, and accessing different parts of his consciousness so that he could use that to perfect his craft. His acting skills is what he's saying. And he's basically saying that this is how it was explained to him. Okay? but he's shaking his head no. He's shaking his head. He's saying that, okay. He's going at a mile at a minute, so I'm trying to, I'm trying to like catch everything he's explaining and process it and then explain it to you guys. Um, so if you see me looking down, that's me trying to process the information that's coming in and then relay it to you guys. Okay. Okay, he's letting me to believe that this process that he went through more than once is what he's telling me is that they would take him under, medically, you know, shut his body down is what he's telling me. Shut his, you know, he's saying shut his body down and allow him to access a certain part of his consciousness, or at least what he thought was his consciousness. And then um, when he was brought back is what he's telling me, because he would be brought back. He would use what he thought was a consciousness to deliver a performance, and these are his words. He's saying to deliver a performance that was exceptional and out of this world. And he's saying that he didn't really question it, because again, you know, he was under the impression that this was safe. He was under the impression that, and he was saying it was working. Like, you know, if something's working, why fix it? That's what he's saying. Um, yeah, and he's making me feel like they would put him under, and then when they brought him back, he would come back with a different mindset, like a different energy, and he would be able to like give these stellar performances, um, for this role, for the role of the Joker, is what he's telling me here. Um, okay, so I have to ask him. I'm asking him, guys, telepathically, like, where was the misinformation or the tricking? Like, he's saying that he was tricked. Where is that coming from? Okay, so he's showing me a little bit more of what would happen when he would be medically put under. And I keep saying medically put under, but he's correcting me because it looks like his entire body is being shut down. Yeah, from what I'm being shown here, um, it looks like his entire body's being shut down. And then I'm seeing another syringe being administered, and then he's being brought back to life. Yeah. Okay. Now he's showing me what would happen when he is under. Okay. And I'm just going to go ahead and explain to you guys what he's showing me. I'm being shown, it almost looks like he's being pulled out of his body, but he's not in heaven. Like, it almost looks like some form of astral projection, but he's not astral projecting in the room. He's showing me that he is at this, it looks like a bridge. It looks like a bridge. Okay, and then he's showing me that he's standing there at this bridge when he's being put under, and it looks like he's waiting for someone. And what he's telling me is it feels like he was led to believe that he would be meeting another part of his consciousness at this bridge. That's how it was explained to him. He's making me feel like that's how it was explained to him. Okay? And then that when he was revived and brought back, he was basically going to be using that part of his consciousness to deliver, you know, exceptional results in these acting roles, in just, you know, outstanding performances is what he's telling me here. Okay, what else? What do you? Okay, this is not what I expected, guys. This is really, really, really different. Okay. Okay, but he's saying that this was not part of his consciousness, as he was led to believe. He's saying that's where he was sort of tricked. He's saying this was something else. Okay. As a spiritual teacher, a psychic, and a medium, what I'm being shown looks like something else entirely. It looks like an entity to me. Okay. He's confirming that, yeah, that's what it is. He's showing me that every single time he was taken under, this thing that he thought was a part of his consciousness would come in and take over and help him deliver what he's calling an Oscar-worthy performance, or Oscar-worthy performances. Now he's going back and saying that, there is good and there is bad. And when you take part in certain rituals or certain processes and practices, he's saying that you should 100% be aware of what you're getting into. Okay? He's saying that you should know what you're dealing with and what category it falls under, whether it's, good or not good. And he's basically making me feel like this thing, this entity, is what he's showing me here, tricked him. And he's reminding me that he has done this multiple times. And it worked out great. And he's telling me that basically up until the moment of his death, he's telling me that on that day that he died, he was put under medically, just like he always was when they did this. And his astral body went to where it always went. Again, he's showing me this bridge. He's saying that when it was time to bring him back to revive him, he's making me feel like this bridge disappeared or started to disappear, and he was stuck. And he's telling me, he's basically showing me that whatever this thing was, whatever this entity was, blocked him from getting back into his body. Meanwhile, he's showing me that the people who are medically, who medically put him under, are like freaking out. They're freaking out. They're like, I'm being shown that once they realized he was gone, that they couldn't bring him back, they were just like, I'm being shown like phone calls being made. I'm being shown the scene of his basically being made to look like something completely different than what it is. Now he's bringing up his daughter. Okay, he's bringing up his daughter, and the fact that he misses her. Oh, there's a bit of sadness there and disappointment that he feels like he's saying he's going to miss significant moments in her life. But he does watch over her. He's always watching over her. He makes sure she's okay. Now he is making me feel that he's more at peace now, and that he is in heaven. Okay, he's making me feel like he's in heaven. Okay, I'm starting to feel his energy fade a little bit, so feels like he's about to leave. So I'm going to ask Heath, do you have any other messages for us that you want to share? Okay. I feel him fading away. I feel his energy like leaving. I don't feel like he's done sharing messages with us. However, I do feel that he's done for now. And to be honest, I kind of am too, because I'm tired. That was very draining. So I am going to go ahead and end this video here. Should I get more messages from him, I will be sure to go ahead and record those and share it with you guys. Until then, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate all the new subscribes. Thank you for joining the family. I will catch you guys on the next video. Take care.